Hi guys, so the title of this video says lessons that I learned in 2023. I know that this video is kind of late, but I think it was intentional. We are close to the second half of the year, and I know a lot of persons have had so many losses. And if you can remember my last video, I told you I had a lot of losses last year, but I kind of channeled all these losses to learnings, and that is what I want to share with you, like today. Learnings that, or lessons that helped me last year, and I'm also living by this year. So let's get on with today's video. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It feels so amazing to be here again. I promised. Please, if you are new here, don't let us enter one trouser. Okay, you have to subscribe to this channel. Join the amazing corner mate. Subscribe to this channel. Blue powder. All right, guys, welcome to my OGs. Thank you so much for returning, and do not fail to watch this video till the end and leave a thumbs up, a comment, and share this video with your friends, family, and foes. Okay, so let's get on into today's video, guys. Like I mentioned earlier, I took a lot of losses last year, and I don't know, I just channeled them to somewhat some good lessons, and that's what I want to share with you today. So the first one is, it's okay to walk away from anything that isn't in line with your next level. Yeah, it is okay to walk away from anything that isn't in line with your next level. Don't worry, as I drop the lessons, I would also give you a background gist. So now this lesson was born out of me resigning from my job last year. Yeah, I used to work with a multinational, a pharmaceutical multinational, or multinational pharmaceutical company. You get right. I used to work with one nice company, Sha, and I was in that company for close to 5 years. But I had to ask myself if I where I was seeing myself. You know, when they ask you, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I did not know where I saw myself as I was in that company. I did not know where my career was headed. I did not know where my future actually was headed. It just felt like I was in one spot, and I knew it was time to leave. I think I would do a video on when you know it's time to leave a company, a job, a relationship, a career. Yeah, my next video. All right, guys. So I knew it was time to leave, and so I had to walk away. Right, the company was actually juicy. It wasn't really bad, but I just saw that it didn't fit into my future at all. So I had to take a deep dive and just walk away. Now, the good thing about this lesson is you are going to take a seat with yourself. You're going to ask yourself some deep questions that you've been running away from. Yes, and I think it's really important, because without those questions, you can't really find focus. You wouldn't really know where you want to be, right? You'll just be going with the wind like a dead fish. So, I think this lesson was really important for me, and it's important for you, because once you're done, you kind of gain clarity. You kind of gain clarity of purpose. You kind of have a focus on what next or what is to come. Yes, so I would say this is really important, and I would like for you to do this too. So just walk away from anything that isn't in line with your next level. It could take some time to plan, but have that in your plan, and don't feel bad when you do, because well, life goes on, right? So walk away from anything that isn't in line with your next level. Now we are on to the second lesson. Now, this second lesson is somewhat a cliche, right? We get to hear it like countless times, but I'll give you a background gist to this. So, the second lesson here is, a closed mouth doesn't get fed. How many times have you heard that? Countless times, right? A closed mouth doesn't get fed. Now to the gist. So one evening, I was in the kitchen just making a meal for my family, and I was also on a call with a friend, right? So I just randomly mentioned I was making shawarma that evening, and my friend was like, "Oh, I want to make chin chin, but I need a pizza cutter." In my head, I'm like, "What's that? I know what a pizza cutter is, but I don't use it." So I told her I've never seen it before, but I'll be on the lookout for things. That was all I said. But guys, guess what? As I dropped that call, I had to go for like a mini grocery shopping in a bakery shop, right? The first thing I saw was the pizza cutter. Like it was in my gaze, in my focus, and in my brain. I'm like, how? If my friend did not tell me that this was what she needed, I go to this shop like once in 2 weeks. Sometimes every week I am there to buy one or two things. But I had never paid attention to the pizza cutter, and it's see the guy had different types and different like based on grade. He had a lot. And in my head I'm like, why wasn't this in my focus? It just showed that if people do not know what you need, if you don't tell people what you need, nobody can help you, nobody can get some things for you. You get so if my friend didn't mention that she needed a pizza cutter, I would have not even known that it was easy for me to get for her. To cut the long story short, I got it for her and she was very happy. That brings me down to the lesson or back to the lesson. A closed mouth doesn't get fed. Tell people what you need. It's not, you're not begging, right? You are just making them informed about what you need. For example, also, I left my job or I was on the verge of leaving my job. I told a lot of my friends that I was looking for a job, and well, a lot of people go back to me with interviews. I did some, or rather with job vacancies. I did some interviews, blah 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 blah. But my current role right now, I told a friend, like this friend, we hadn't even talked in a while, but I just thought that she could help me. I sent her a message. Oh babes, I'm still with these people, oh, but I want to leave. If you have any, or if you hear of any opening, blah 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 blah, just let me know. And when the opening came up, just like that, I applied. First interview, second interview, I got the role. If I did not mention it to my friend that I wanted to leave, I probably would have been somewhere else, but I would have not gotten the job like at that point in time where I got when I got it. You get what I mean? So tell people what you want, tell people what you need. You don't know, people are actually waiting to help you. For example, also on Instagram, randomly, I just posted that I needed a massage. Do you know what? A friend sent me money. Take, go and spoil yourself. If it was just random, you get, but maybe she wanted to send me something for like in the longest of times, but she didn't know what I needed. And that was just the moment she needed to make that happen. So, guys, I have like different stories on here, on and on. So, guys, tell people what you need. You don't know who is available, like readily available to help you. You don't know who has the means to connect you to your next level. You don't know who has the means to just bless you there and then, right? So don't be shy. Okay, if you are shy or if you're even scared, ask the Holy Spirit to guide you. Just ask for help also, that God can should direct you to who to speak to, because that also like that works too. So a closed mouth doesn't get fed. All right, guys. So we are down to the last tip. So tip number three or lesson number three is still somewhat cliche, but I'll say it anyways. Be specific about what you want. Yeah, that is it. Be specific about what you need. So now in the beginning of the year, everybody's always clamoring and talking about vision boards, blah 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 blah. Do you have your vision board? Have you written specific goals down? If you haven't, it's not too late. Trust me, I know what I'm saying. So I've always known the concept of vision boarding, but truthfully, I started practicing it, or I just started practicing it last year. Yeah, last year was the first time I kind of had something to look forward to. You know, sometimes people will say, "Oh, it's in my head. I know what I want." Write it down. The Bible even says, "Write the vision, make it plain, so those that see it will run with it." Paraphrasing, but you get what I mean, right? So, last year was the first time I had like a vision board. I could see everything I wanted out, spelled out, well detailed, blah blah blah. And when everything was actually actualizing, I felt sad and angry with myself because it felt like I was limiting myself, I was limiting God. Guys, nothing was spared. Everything was fulfilled to the T, to the dotting of an I. And it was so sad because you can't really grow past your limit, a limit you've put for yourself. So imagine if you put something here, you either get above where you've put or you fall on just that limit. That was it for me. I just you I was sad that I did not. I was specific, right? But I did not put faith to my specificity. I wasn't really specific. You get what I mean? Let me not bite my tongue. I'm not editing this, I'm putting this in the video. So you know what I mean, right? We have to faith it for whatever to work. Guys, let's give something God something to work on, right? We just have to back our specific needs with faith. And to me, that's what vision boarding like brings about, right? If your mind can conceive it, your hand should be able to handle it. I hope you get what I mean. So I we have come to the end of this video, and I hope you learned one or two from these lessons that I have shared. So let me just recap the lessons. One, it's okay to walk away from anything that isn't in line with your next level. Two, a closed mouth doesn't get fed. Three, be specific about what you need. So kindly drop a comment on what you think about this video, and do not fail to like and share this video with your friends, family, and foes. Till next time, I, your girl, remain your host, and yeah, keep living a rich and satisfying life to the glory of God.